And if you think I need you, come on over. Lay your body down.
This
Come
man
on,
make me
bruh.
cry. He
What you
making me
talking
cry and
about, bruh?
jealous.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, welcome back to the Polytickin Network Emergency Pod.
Mm.
Okay. Last time we did this was for the surprise release of Kendrick Lamar's GNX album.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're doing something. We're doing this again because we were figuring it out before pressing record that every time we've done an emergency pod, it's when something in the culture has shaken us, has and
Yeah.
is taken over. You know what I'm saying? Something swift. You know what I mean? And it's like, what happened? What are you laughing at? What happened?
Oh, I thought taking over and come on over were too close, but you weren't doing that. Sorry.
No. I wasn't doing that. No, I wasn't doing a bit. Lance, come on, bro. No, it's come to our attention. You know what I'm saying? It's come to our attention that an icon of island reggae music and music in general has passed away. Rest in peace to George Fiji Veikoso. Um, the news broke a couple nights ago, last night, and
Yo, last night, like
last night,
midnight, is when I found
literally
out.
midnight. Hmm.
Yeah.
And the outpouring of love was swift.
Mm-hmm.
Like the commemorations have they've been nonstop all day,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. We just thought it was worth talking about, because everybody has been affected by this. Major outlets in the community have been talking about it. Major artists have been showing their love, and just everybody in the community has been talking about it. So, I leave the floor to y'all. You know what I mean? What is going on out here?
Hey, Lance, do you mind hitting us
Yeah.
with that?
We have just a quick um biography on Fiji. George Veikoso, born uh in Fiji. This was he went through like political instability when he was a teenager and ended up moving to Hawaii, where he found like through his uncles the love of music and performing, finding that Lost Coast sound, whether it was R&B, jazz, Polynesian rhythms, and working from there in Hawaii to become the legend, the music legend that we knew he was for the last almost 40 years in
That's
the music game, and
crazy.
different albums, different songs, different
That's
riffs,
crazy.
music that everybody knows. Yeah, rest in peace to Fiji. 55 passed in Suva, Fiji this week.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh, he passed in
I
Fiji?
Yeah, he was in like near his hometown when he passed.
Mm.
Uh, Shocked. I feel like everybody right now is like in absolute shock that we've lost someone like this. Like the last time personally I could feel like it was like a celebrity that I'd never actually like met was like Kobe. That's like a big piece of a lot of people, and I feel like there's like a shared grief, especially for people that loved his music. But yeah, I was wanting to hop on with you guys and kind of talk through this, um, sing through this maybe a little bit, Marcus. But Sefa, like you heard about this news, checking in with you. How are you after hearing this?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I was hella sad last night.
Yo.
I seen it on my brother Mata's page. I seen a clip like on his story. And I remember I was laying there. We was just about to come up to bed. I think it was like 9 something, 9:30, almost 10 o'clock. It was just about to come up to bed. And then I seen Mata's story and it was like, rest in peace to the legend, the GOAT. And it was a video feed. And I was like, who's the guy hugging feeds in this? Like who, like is there some another legend in this video that I'm watching right now that I may not be aware of? And so I go, wait, hold up. And then my brother Mikey from Rebel Soldiers, I seen his post. And then I was like, oh shoot. And my girl was like, what happened? What? And I was just like, man, hold up. And then I start looking at the comments and I start looking at the stories and then like what Marcus said, it was just outpouring of love. You start seeing everybody posting about it, talking about it. And I was just like, it was like disbelief.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
literally, when you grow up, right? It's just some people that just are frozen in time. It's just some people that's frozen in time that like you kind of you don't you don't think that worldly laws and physics and aging and time affects these people because they're just like larger than life. And Fiji was one of those characters, in my opinion, in my eyes at least, because you could see the shows. Like every show I've seen him, he was either on a stool or he was in a wheelchair. But even then, the voice, the performance,
Mhm.
it was all there. And so like you're like, yeah, people get old. You might have gout. You may have a gout flare up or whatever. Like, but you hear that, it brings you back to a time when you were younger, when you first listened to the music, when you grew up, and then you kind of like, nah, he's still there. He's
Yeah.
all the way still there. And so, no matter how many times I've seen Fees, the fact that his performance and his voice and his energy never faltered or never, weaned off, it never clicked to me that age and time was a thing to him. And there's some people like The Rock and other people, like there's some people that I idolize and I look up to that you just you take it for granted, and you just feel like the laws don't apply to them. Like the
Right.
stuff that we got to deal with, the things that we got to worry about, it don't apply to them. They too great to apply to. Like no, this is this stuff that we dealing with is for regulars. Them people ain't regular. Like you put them on a different level, and it's just like this. When the news broke, it snaps you back into reality, and it really like it's especially when it settles in, like it it was different, bro. Like I listened to his music all last night. I listened to it this morning. I was at work and I told my coworkers about it, and it's crazy because all my coworkers, like none of them had ever heard of Fiji, and no, I get it. They're from Canada, and we're all way over there in Hawaii, and so when I was talking about it, I'm floored that they've never heard, but I understand. But at the same time, I'm like, nah, this dude is like literally. I told him I was like, there have been bigger selling artists in our community. There have been maybe more globally recognized people in our community, but when it comes to our community and our people, I don't think it gets larger than Fiji.
Yeah, Fiji inspired a lot of the artists that you're talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's always like he has been like, patient zero. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It feels like everybody can trace their musical DNA back to him as far as island reggae. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And so it's like you said, bro, like he's always for me, he's always just been in the background of my life. But
Mhm.
when I think about it, when he died, I'm just like, dude, he's actually been there for a very long time in
Mhm.
my
Bruh.
life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so crazy. And you bring up your coworkers not knowing, bro. Imagine me at the casino knowing that an icon dies and nobody there knows or cares who he is. I'm not gonna be like, oh, dude, did you know Fiji died? They don't know that they don't know and they don't care. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting there
Yeah,
in my
tell him.
grief, like, yeah, just tell them.
I
But
did. I was like, hey,
yes,
hey, this is the song we played. We played
That's what we're
we
listening
played the
to
song
today.
in the van when on our way to the mini golf today.
it's mine.
I was like, yeah,
It's
we
mine.
finna listen to this.
This is mine. This
Yeah.
is mine. I'm not sharing it with them. They
Yeah.
don't know and they don't care. This is mine.
If they
So
did
I'm
care, would you? Like if you
no.
had coworkers that you feel would care.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
It's
tripping. Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. If it
you and
was
your
other Samoan,
coworkers.
yeah. If it was
Yeah.
Samoan coworkers that I had, I'd definitely be, dude. That'd be the first thing I'd say to them when I see them in the morning. Like, bro, did you hear about Fiji? It was God. What the
Yeah.
fuck, dude? Let's come on over.
Mhm.
So it's like Fiji has been around for like the entirety of my life without even knowing about it. So to see the news last night, it was the same as y'all seeing on social media. It said 10 minutes. You know how on Instagram you can see how long ago someone posted 10
Yeah.
minutes from Polynesian music breaking the news. Fiji died. I'm like, what the? And then just outpouring,
Ooh.
bro,
Mhm.
outpouring. So it's like, I don't know, man. it's insane. It's insane. I didn't think I'd be affected like this because I said it in the text to y'all. I'm not a big island reggae guy myself as far as the music.
Same.
I didn't grow up on it too much growing up, you know, but again, Fiji was one of the first. He was there. He shaped it, you know what I'm saying? So it's just such a it's I feel this personal attachment to him, you know what I'm saying? Especially cuz I have a couple stories of my own concerning him that just, you know, kind of solidified it for me that, you know, he's just been a big part of my life, you know, for a very long time. And I don't know, it's just crazy. It's insane right now.
Uh,
What?
Fiji has like talked to some people more than their parents have.
Oof.
Like he's been around
Jesus.
so long, he's been so wide throughout our community, funerals, weddings,
Yeah.
birthdays, car
Holy
rides,
shit.
road trips, cleanup sessions. Freaking Fiji has been all over our lives for so long. So I feel like that's got to be why it feels so personal.
Definitely.
Because, like, you know, you could hear
Definitely.
people say, "Oh, why are you guys even concerned about someone you never met passing away?" I was like, because that guy has like sang me to me all day for freaking parts of my
Years.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, words or spells, and this guy freaking had it. Yeah, this the music, the lyrics, the melodies, the tunes, people crooning, karaokeing. Man, yeah, definitely a loss. It feels like it's still in shock that it's not, you know, it's not real. Maybe this is one of those freaking hoaxes that like a day or two later is gonna be like, oh, you guys fell for this. But I don't know if
There's
that's just grief for or death in general. Is that feeling around it?
I don't know of a genre that somebody has such a holdover like Fiji did with Island Reggae. Like maybe, I mean, if we really go in there, maybe BTS with K-pop,
Sure.
maybe Bad Bunny with whatever music Bad Bunny. I'm
Reggaeton.
not no
Yeah,
yeah, no
yeah.
disrespect, but just that. But like in general, right? If you a hip hop
Hmm.
fan, who's a hip hop artist that is everywhere amongst all demographics of hip hop fans?
Through
You
different generations,
you
that's
you
hard to
Yeah.
find.
you know, like you got Jay-Z, but like he's more East Coast biased. You got UGK, but they're more South biased. You got Ice
Mhm.
Cube, maybe Snoop. I'll say Snoop, maybe like,
Oh yeah.
but
But he
even
had to go
then,
outside of hip hop to do that.
but yeah, and
Fiji stayed in music.
even then with Snoop, I feel like more people are fans of Snoop than his music.
Yeah, of
So
Snoop Dogg, the character.
yeah,
Yeah.
so maybe Snoop in hip hop, but overall, it's really hard to find a genre that everybody that's a fan of that genre is a fan of this one artist. But Fiji, for them, there's nobody who likes island reggae that doesn't like Fiji. And
Right.
that's and the idea of like when it I remember talking to my homies from high school who make music, Marcus, you know them, Jerron and Johnny,
Oh yeah.
and you know how hard it was for them to like really venture out and make their music and let it be heard because they was doing it from scratch and they was
Mhm.
doing it with no real type of community behind them besides Sacramento, which is hard. It's hard in general. But one thing that we have as Polynesians is like, or you know, Pacific Islanders is like, you can take you can take an iPod from somebody from Australia and then or iPod, a playlist, like somebody's daily playlist from Australia, from New Zealand, from Utah, from Hawaii, from Arizona, from California, from Washington. You can take all of these playlists from all of these different people from our community, just different areas, and everybody will have a Fiji song in there. And that is something that not a lot of other genres, not a lot of other cultures, not lot of other communities can be like, yo, every Mexican person is gonna have this song on their playlist, or every, you know, whatever. Every Filipino person is gonna have. I don't know, but I can't see it like that because our communities are so tight knit and we're so influenced by such similar things. And so Fiji was really like the glue to all a lot of us that held us all together. That like common ground, you know, island reggae, but also Fiji. And so like to see everybody pouring out love, but also it's also a form of grieving. I see everybody posting up this stuff and posting playlists and screenshots and videos. Bro, I don't know another celebrity who's passed that everybody has a personal video with.
Man.
I'm seeing people at birthdays, at weddings, funerals. I'm even seeing it in a hotel lobby. People
Yeah.
just have these moments. Fiji was he was so touchable. He was so in reach with everybody.
Yeah.
He was so relatable and down to earth. Like so many different people have so many videos of them just hanging out, pictures of them just hey man, we ran into Fiji and we drank some kava or we did this or did that. Like I don't know, I can't recall any other, especially in our community, but in general, that when this person passes, everybody has a special moment with it. And I think it really shows what kind of, not even what kind of artist, but just what kind of person he was. Because if, bro, I'm gonna be so real. If I was half as famous and as good as Fiji was, I'm not I'm not gonna be mingling with a lot of people. I'm just not like like especially
Except
as
for
an
M and the M stands for not mingling.
but I'm telling you, bro, like
Mingleless.
a lot of artists,
Mingleless. Shut the
a,
fuck up, man.
a lot of artists, right? Like true artists, not the artists who go into music to be famous, not the artists who go into music to be known, to be popular, but like real down to earth artists, like true penmanship people. Like the last thing they want to do is be around people.
Right.
The last thing they want to do. If Fiji was a true artist to his core, and still, after all the accolades, after all the years of him being this godly figure, not God, I don't want to say godly because I know, but like just being this guy, and he still made time for fans, for friends, family, friends of family, family of friends.
Yeah.
And so I just think it's such a testament to his journey in life, to who he was, to what he stood for, that all these people have all these things to say. And it shows because everybody has nothing but nice things to say. And so, I just it's he set the bar real high
Yeah.
for me and for a lot of people who look at him to live this kind of life of bringing people so much joy and also just being one with the people. Because his music spoke on it,
Mhm.
but then his actions followed. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
it's really rare. It's really rare. And I think, our community is just so blessed to be able to witness his greatness for so long and to see it play out how it did. You know? Yeah.
To be such an excellent standard bearer for almost 40 years,
That's crazy.
that's some Iron Man, but also Superman. That's some Superman stuff. That's some gold heart, good person. The vision is like live my life in a good, positive, peaceful way, unity amongst my people. That's the other thing too. This guy spoke like saying every language. He had songs in Fijian, English, Samoan, Tongan. He's freaking to get a Fiji verse in your language is something crazy and something that just, to be that talented to do that is crazy. But for him to be such a good example for so long, I think is something that you don't see now. Like there's nobody that has been as clean, as good, as helpful, as positive. Um, I can't think of another example. Can you name someone with a better approval rating than Fiji, or even close?
You talking about what in our
Like,
community
yeah, I
or
was about to say in our
musicians?
I
Or...
think in our community, it's yeah, in our community, it's he's like the top. Or
Hey, I don't know. Hey, you're talking to that guy. Hey, that guy, you know what I mean? That guy right there. What you think?
I don't know. I don't think so.
there's nobody else that like was universally loved and like respected.
But also, nobody was around that long, and just just
Yeah.
musically and visually too. Nobody has been around just this long within the community, and just like I mean, in music, but like in the community, you know what I mean? It's like Fiji has been there since what, the '90s till now.
Mhm.
like just front and center. It's like we've seen him from his youth all the way up to, you know, the day he left. And it's like he's just been there. He's just been there, you know? I don't know if there's other artists who have just been there the way he has and for as long as he has. So it's kind of hard to find a comparison. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of off the top. I don't know.
I don't know anyone else whose sex songs get played in the car with all ages. Freaking
Okay.
this is like
Okay.
the moms are
We're not.
playing
We're
Morning
not there.
Ride.
We're not. That's not what we're doing. He's like, I want to be horny in front of the family too.
No.
It took me so long knowing that Morning Ride was that. I was like, oh my dude, this song is fucking hard. What is he talking about? And then you get older, you're just like, oh, okay, that's
It's like, oh, he
yeah.
was hard.
oh yeah, oh he was hard.
He was so cold, man. You know, another thing too. We've had so many artists come and go. Not really come and go, but we've had so many artists that were great, that were popular, that everybody a lot of people listen to. We those traits and aspects of music are not just unique to Fiji. We've had
Right.
artists with a different mix of different traits and different things, different accolades and
Definitely.
whatnot. One thing that really solidified Fiji or set him apart from a lot of these other people who have been great, who've released great music, who have done big shows and touched so many people within our community. One thing that really separated him from them is he worked and he worked with so many new artists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he has so many. He worked with like some of the greats, like Langa Seville, rest in peace, and Spawn Breezy and all that. But he also took it to the next generation,
Yeah.
working with
Dope.
Shiona Tokyo, working with Ado, working with Drew Dees. Like his musical fingerprint is on so many, like we've said it, he's a generational talent because so many generations listen to him. That's
Mhm.
one thing. So many generations listen to a lot of artists, but
But he's tapped in.
he
Yeah.
collaborated with so many generations. And I just think like that is the way to age gracefully in music. That a
Yeah.
lot of these artists who kind of pigeonhole themselves and they kind of, they sit in their mystique and they just, they just have this prestige and they just have it and that's what they
Yeah.
got and that's it. And they for whatever reason they don't work with artists or they don't choose to go out and do features or to feature people on. But it seemed like with him, he just loved to make music. He loved to connect, and it shows in his catalog. Like that's
Mhm.
another thing, his catalog is
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
So I really do commend him on that because not a lot of people who have these big platforms will go and be like, because if you so like if you compare the people that he was working with, he didn't need to.
Yeah.
Like Fiji didn't need to do a song with Drew Deasy or do a song with Ado
Yeah.
or
He
do a
didn't.
song with Sione Togi, who are all great in their own right. But in comparison to Fiji, he it's like he was doing everybody a favor and he still did that. And I
Yeah.
think that's really what kept him from being an artist where we're like, yo, the song that he released in 1998 is my favorite song. No, it was like, no, actually, this song from 2010, and then this song from 2015,
Exactly.
and this
That's
song from
exactly what I was gonna say.
2022. Like
His
he
constant
was,
collaborations have kept
yeah,
him there, have kept
yeah,
him visible to us
yeah.
through generations. That's what makes him stand out. That's why it's hard to find a comparison for him because he just seems to be one of one.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
don't
there it
nobody
is.
ever want to, you know what I'm saying, like collaborate with other people around them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like he for him to take the time out to do that, it's like that's what kept Fiji. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like not only was he up here in terms of status and accolades and stuff, he was willing to come and meet you down here to
Mhm.
make music, just to make music and fuck with you. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's
crazy.
exactly why he's there. He's been here for 30 years, bro. It's like
Mhm.
he never left. He's just stayed in the background of us because he keeps working with all these people who are part of our generations and the ones after us. Like it's just he
Yeah.
just he's there, bro. That's why it's hard to make that comparison, man.
Yeah.
It's
Imagine if you guys are
crazy.
recording music and the president of island reggae music comes walking in. It's Fiji, and he's like, "Hey man, I want to help you. I heard your
I don't
song. I'm
even know
trying
if
to
he. No,
jump on."
I don't even know if he. I don't. Fiji, you might need to go somewhere. I don't know if you
I'm
want to get
cutting
on
my
this.
music off. I'm
Yeah, I'm
cutting my
cutting my
music off.
music off. Yeah.
Hey
Just
man,
hey,
I'm not
can you
there.
make something about him? Just I don't know.
I can't imagine the moment. I can imagine how freaking pumped up and like full of emotion you would be to be on the same song as Fiji.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's uh, an honor. Freaking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got.
I do want to point out Drew Deezy's post also kind of speaks to this. So Drew was speaking on the fact that when he first wanted to meet Fiji, he couldn't really secure a meeting because Fiji was Fiji, but also I mean, he didn't say anything specific, but it did sound like a lot of people was hating on Drew for saying like, "Oh, you shouldn't trust him. You shouldn't be around him." And regardless of anything that other people were saying, it's apparent that people were saying that about Drew at the time. Fiji still met up with him, still hopped in the car, still collaborated, and they built that brotherhood. And Fiji, according to Drew, didn't pay attention to the haters, didn't care about the naysayers, didn't care about the people saying, "Oh, you shouldn't hang out with him. He's a bad person," or "Oh, you better watch out." He didn't listen to none of that, and because he didn't listen to none of that, we got some classics.
Mhm.
We got the Polytape. We got Come Back to Me. We got Nitty Gritty. We got some real like certified songs that like are tied to a lot of our not childhood, but like like at least college, tied to our college day memories. And
Mhm.
it's because of the fact that Fiji said, you know what, I'm finna overlook all of these little whisperings and rumors, and I'm finna see what he's about on my own. And come to find out, Drew is as solid as they come, and they
Mhm.
ended up being able to collaborate. So like, no, I think it just seems like there's so many stories. We got K Nova, my brother K Nova on there wrote a
Mhm.
beautiful post posting about Fees, giving him his first chance. K Nova moved to Hawaii, and I mean, not moved to Hawaii. He went to Hawaii fresh out of CYA. He didn't want to make music. He said, I just wanted to get drunk on the island. I go out there 19 years old, just ready to just, hang out and get over the troubles that I've been dealing with since a kid. And they kind of I don't know about ambush, but they kind of set him up to come to the studio with Fiji without him really wanting to be there or feeling like he deserved to be there. And from there, that sparked a friendship between him and Fiji. And then, you know, the the writing is on the wall, and everything is documented. So you see all these stories, all these different stories of Fiji extending that grace and that olive branch and to being like, "Hey, man, you may not be on my level. I'm Fiji. I'm the one and only. You may not be on my level, but I want to work with you. I see something in you. I see that spark in you. I want to, figure out how we can take this to the next level." And it just seems like some of the greats in our community all have this same story about them.
Yeah.
And so I just think it's dope. I love reading about it. I hate the fact that we do have to read about it because it means that we lost them. Um, but I've been grieving and crying and reading and checking it out, and it's just it's been like healing just to see everybody appreciate him so much. And I just I wish I wish I could have connected with him. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been so dope. But I get it. But yeah, man, this hits close to home for a lot of us, all of us, pretty much.
Yeah.
Uh. Marcus, what was it like? I never met Fiji. I think I met him in a hall. Like I'm pretty sure I met him at a reggae fest in a lobby. Like as I was going to my room.
Yeah, now we didn't get to chop it up too much. Just got a picture and stuff. We chopped it up a
Yeah.
little bit, this and that. But it was seeing him perform that night, bro. Lance, me, the Uso, Caleb, and Yoane opened for Fiji in
Nice.
2014, 2013. Yeah, they came. Fiji came down with, was it Tanel? It was Fiji and Tanel, right? Or was
It
it
might
just
have been,
Fiji?
yeah.
Yeah. So we opened for them, and we were first to go. We did our thing, and then it was just chilling in the box. You know what I'm saying? Where all the other artists were at. We met a lot of people that night, and we met Fiji. I didn't get to chop it up really like that. Just again, just high and by and stuff, chit chatting. But then it was his performance, bro. Like again, I'm not that big of an island reggae guy. You know what I'm saying? But when I seen him perform, he comes out in the chair and the microphone comes out and he just fucking starts belting. Irie Love is over there, his group is over there, like he was going off, bro. That's when it reinforced, like, oh yeah, no, this dude get he still got it, bro. He doesn't even need to stand. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need to stand to deliver. So there's that. But I think what truly speaks to who we're talking about here and how we're talking about him, as far as his humility and meeting other people, Tupolonga. Shout out to Tupolonga. Tupolonga came to Samoa in 2015 for some performances out there. I was still living in Samoa at the time, and I met up with the Usos and them, and I meet them at Trade Winds. Everybody's staying at Trade Winds, and then I walk into the lobby, and who do I see sitting there? You know what I'm saying? With the kava bowl and some people around them, and I think some local artists from Samoa. I'll tell you who they are after we get off camera. But he's just sitting there. It's Fiji. George is just chilling there. Just like, sharing the, what I'm saying? Just chopping it up with everybody there. And then I turn to my Usos and I'm like, bro, is that Fiji right there? They're like, oh, you mean George? Yeah. So it's like he was always just among the people. You know what I'm saying? Like it was those two instances that let me know that one, he will always have it. And two, he is one of us. One of us. One of us. One of the people. You know what I'm saying? Like he was out and about, bro. No matter what his condition was, he was out and about with the people. So it's hard to deny, man. It's hard to deny.
He said he named himself Fiji because he didn't want the credit. He wanted his country to get the credit. He just wanted to be George.
Oh my God, he's the greatest.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah,
oh my God. Yeah. My name is Samoa. Yeah. Change my name. Yeah. That's so hard. That's so hard, bro. That's so hard.
Humble. He wasn't in it for like the fame or anything, but I mean, he definitely got infamous for the rest of our lives.
Hey, am I the only one? Let me know if I'm the only one. I can't be the only one.
Out with it. Fuck.
I thought he was Samoan. Just his name was just Fiji.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's how every island thinks.
Yeah, right. It's like, no, he's ours. No,
how narcissistic that is. This dude's name is Fiji, and I'm like, nah, he a Oos. He's just named Fiji because it's a nice word. Like
he sang Sosefina, bro. He's got to be Samoan.
Yeah. No, he also sang a Tongan song, a Fijian song. He sang every song.
Exactly.
He was for all of us.
Exactly.
But yeah, I definitely I remember being in high school finding out he wasn't Samoan, and I was like, "Are y'all sure? You sure Fiji is not Samoan? You tell me Fiji is Fijian? That's a little
come on.
That's a little on the nose.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So yeah,
galaxy brained ass fool. Like actually, no, dude, no, it's not. No, he wasn't named after Fiji.
It's a triple entendre. You guys don't understand.
It's just over your fucking heads.
Yeah, man, that's.
Hey, that the concert though. What do you remember? What songs he was like really pushing, or like really, what parts of which songs were really? He was really performing that made you remember it.
Yeah, he did. It Is What It Is with Irie Love, and that shit shut it down for me. Like both of them just killing it like that. Damn, I can't even remember the other songs. I think Come On Over, you know what I'm saying? But that one he did with Irie when he was, but it wasn't just a song though. There was like, he was a performer through and through. When he there was like a little intermission, and he had the crowd going with one of his band members who was like super short and shit, but that dude can blow, you know what I'm saying? That dude can freaking sing, dude. Like he took the time out to like introduce like his band and everybody that was up on stage with him. Like he was just a performer through and through. But definitely It Is What It Is. That's what made me get that shit. I was like, oh bro, what song is this? And then I like, you know what I mean? So that song is special to me. So definitely that one.
Have we gotten through all the love?
You really want to go there?
I mean, I
It's a
feel
lot,
it is,
but it's
but
not.
it's here. But also too, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to go off on anybody.
Yes.
I think it's
Fine.
good to point out, but also to dissect, right?
Okay.
That's what we do.
So if y'all don't follow Cousin Clockett, let me tell y'all right now, y'all go follow them.
Did
They
someone
are
edit
on
out my eye roll?
they are on top of everything.
Yeah.
And it's you know, side note, this is very side note, but this is as somebody who's paying attention to everything. It's hella funny because they just had announced that they had taken a break and they just got back. Like they were like, hey man, we had to take a break. We're under new management. We had to figure some things out, but we're back and we're
Oh,
ready to
what?
be better than ever. And then literally a couple hours later on that night, all of this happens. Um, there's an artist, and we're not gonna say no names. There's an artist who basically said, you know, why is everybody crying? Shut the hell up. Stop crying. You didn't even know him. You know, like, you know, go show that kind of love to your parents. Get off here. Stop being all sensitive and emotional and all of this.
Right.
And you know, right? It was a lot more vulgar than what I'm saying. Y'all will see it if y'all go in there. But the thing is, I didn't want to bring this up to like go off. I wanted to actually highlight Cam. So my uncle Cam, he posted about it, or he commented on it, and his comment was one that I seen that I really appreciated. It got hundreds of comments right now. Everybody going in, everybody saying, you know, they're fighting back, they're firing back, and all this. Cam was the comment that I really seen that resonated with me. He said, "To the young bro, this ain't the one. Everyone is hurting because he was the one piece that united all the islands in the Pacific. But let's not crucify this young man, but correct him when he's wrong and help build him in what's right. Long live the greatest. Alofa is Ofa."
Mm-hmm.
And so Cam posted that, and I
That's pretty much it. Like
yeah,
that's like it in a nutshell. There's
bro.
no long explanation needed.
When y'all talk about people showing growth and people being not who they used to be, I just want y'all to know that probably took I don't know if it took a lot out of current Cam, but like just knowing Cam my whole life, that is not something that I expected to see. And it is. Because I understand Cam today is not Cam who he was back in the day. But at the same time, you know, knowing their connection, like him and Drew and Nitty, like their connection with Fiji, I know is so close. His brother, like a brotherly bond. And for him, for Cam to really get that grace and to say that, I thought was perfect. And I thought was something that I wouldn't see in the comments. But the fact that I did see it in the comments and I seen it from somebody like Cam, knowing who he was and knowing where he's at now, I really appreciated it. I didn't even I didn't even feel that way. When I first seen the comment, I didn't even feel that way. Like I didn't think of extending grace. I didn't think of going on there and writing no hate comments, but at the same time, I didn't think of extending grace. And so I wanted to highlight this, not to put this person down or put this artist down. Y'all can feel how y'all feel. I'm not saying that y'all shouldn't. I'm just saying I won't. But there is something to be said about when everybody is on the same accord, when everybody's showing love, when everybody's on the same page. You have these people who just want to go against the grain, who just want to be different, who see this unity or see this and they just take a dump on it and just like, nah, that's stupid. And I want to know, have y'all ever been in that position? Have y'all ever played that role? Or what do y'all see? What do y'all think when y'all see this? Like dissect it for me.
Bro, of course.
Yeah, right? Me
bro.
too. Me too.
Yeah, bro, of course. It's like I don't know if it's jealousy of the unity. I don't want to go that far, but
Yeah.
it's definitely like this idea that, you know, what we think is right and they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, there's a whole lot of pride and stubbornness in that, but it's also like you just feel like what you were, especially like what you were taught. You know what I'm saying? Like what you were taught that has stayed with you that you never really like unpacked or maybe unlearned or relearned something new about. and then when you see it get called out by someone or a group or a majority starts calling it out, and you start getting defensive because then you start feeling like, you know, what you were taught or what you learned was bullshit. So now it's like you have a whole group of people who are on the opposite, and now you're just like you get defensive.
You
know what I'm
too
saying?
deep into it to go back.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If not that, like it's not even that. Like there's still a chance for you to get out of there. You know what I mean? If you just take the time and be like, hold on, let's look at both sides. But when you're not there yet, and you start seeing things that are opposite of your worldview, it's like, man, fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned how Cam is not the old Cam anymore. You know what I'm saying? His worldview had to change for him to be this. You know what I'm saying? I bet old Cam would have gone off, you know? So it's like, it's that same thing, right? Where like growth and perspective has taught you that like you can either just like, hey, fuck you, or consider other options. And that there's a lot of points in my life where I haven't considered the other option because of stubbornness, pride, ego, whatever it is, or an unwillingness to learn. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, maybe it's not that deep for this artist. Maybe it's just like, man, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I mean, my own personal experiences, yeah, bro. I'm like, man, fuck you for thinking that way, bro. I wasn't taught that way. You what? You saying my parents were right? What? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a bit of that, you know. So it's crazy, you know.
How about you, Lance? How do you feel?
There's a point in a poker hand where you've put in such a large percentage of your chips.
Tell me you have a
that
gambling
regardless
problem
whether
without
it's
telling me
right.
you have a gambling problem.
I haven't played Hold'em for money in a long time.
For money.
Yeah.
Play for free.
For fun. Bro, I play free hands by myself. Oh, okay, it's bad.
Play for free on Red Dead Redemption.
I deal out hands to myself. I was like, hey, daughter, girl, you want to play? Okay. There's a point where you put so much of your chips into the pot that whether it's right or wrong to continue, you are mathematically pot committed. Ooh. It is the right thing for the little that you have left to just be like, I stake my flag here. I think I'm right. I think I'm gonna win. All in. Yeah.
Sure.
But I mean, and I have gotten that way mostly in like things that I've been wrong at, or you know, having the ego about I'm gonna be right. Drake is not gonna be a pedophile. I'm gonna hold on. It's gonna be okay to be a Drake fan. Nope. Just let go. Just cut it. No, but that's happened. That's happened before, and the only reason I've held on is because ego or pride, because I want to be right. And if I just hold on a little longer, maybe the evidence will change. But yeah, no, it always. I mean, not always. I've like seen recently, and these are some of my favorite like trivia articles to look up. Are like when Watch Mojo does here are the 10 times someone was doubted and was eventually proved wrong after their death. And it's like huge science revelations and stuff. And people were like, 95% of people were like, you're a crazy psycho, get out of here, you're a witch. And then they were like, oh no, actually they discovered penicillin, and you know, people were just not ready for it or something like that. But I don't think that's what's happening in this guy's situation. But man, that's such a huge thing to extend grace, because I was not thinking that either. I was just like, oh, this guy's a jerk. Maybe we just don't listen to this asshole, you know. But there's also, I think, a lot of that's been going on lately is like trying to cut people off or silence them instead of, you know, bridging that gap, offering that grace, extending that hand, that olive branch.
I'm definitely trying to do more of that, extending the olive branch, but it's just fucking hard.
There's big really walls hard. Up. I feel like there's lots of walls up lately. Like people aren't, you know, as open. But I think I'm gonna try to actively engage and interact now, because I feel like I was walled up.
I think the thing about this, right, is this whole like extending grace. I feel like it's needed when we're talking to other community members. Okay. When it's other people that's of our people, I feel like, you know, like I feel like
goes without saying, yeah, right.
Well, you would think so.
Oh, instead of the opposite.
But like this whole internet, like the internet, right? This whole idea of the internet where you're socialized, you're interacting with complete strangers who you have no regard for, who you do not care if they live or die, or You don't care if their day is going well or not. You're not invested in their lives at all. And so we have grown accustomed to interacting with a bunch of people that we don't know. And in a time before the internet, you don't really do that. You don't go around and know what this person had for lunch and what this person is thinking about their first interview or their first day. You don't know any of these before the internet. You don't know any of these thoughts of people that you're not familiar with. But now we do. And now we can hear their thoughts about how they feel about people mourning an artist. And we can hear all these thoughts. And so like our first instinct to react is like, I don't know this person. I don't care about this person. I'm finna respond disrespectfully. And I feel like the internet has brought that, but now we're doing that with people who are of our people. Yeah. And it's a totally different story because I mean, I don't know about this guy specifically, but in general, you can interact with somebody and not know them and then not care how they're doing, not care if they live or die and react in that way. But then you can have ties to this person. Right. You could be related to this person. With our community being so small, that could be your cousin,
Bruh, I've hesitated a lot because of that thought. It's like, I don't want to get into a war of words over someone who, not even just might potentially be my family, but it's like, it's that thing, right? It's like, bro, like, we're the same. Like, what are we doing fighting over something stupid like this? But then it's like, man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You're not from where I'm from. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
That's something that is not that we reserve it for. But if we gonna do that, let's do that to people that's not of our community. Let's do that to people we not connected to, or let's not do it at all. But I'm just saying, if we're dealing with people in our community, doing what Cam did and saying, let's not crucify this young man. Let's teach him right from wrong. Because if you think about it, right, if this person is part of us, part of our group in this world, in this global, demographic,
he knows Fiji.
This person is part of us. If this person is part of us, do you really want to like ridicule, belittle, stomp on, and then throw in the trash somebody that's of us? You don't want to do that. You wouldn't do that to a cousin. You wouldn't do that to and let's be real. We have family members who think like this. Yeah. We all know people that we're related to, that we love, that can sit there and say something outlandish like this. Maybe not this specifically because it's Fiji, but we have had people that we love that have said things that we don't agree with, that we would never accept from other people. But since that's our family, we deal with it like, man, come on, bruh. Don't be like that. That's us extending that grace to people that we love, to people that we know. I want this person to do better. And so we should do that with everybody in our community, not just the people we're related to, not just the people we grew up with, because a rising tide, what is it? A rising tide helps all ships or something, lifts all ships, right? All ships, yeah. And so if we just establish that across the community, first of all, we help our people become more intelligent, more emotionally intelligent, and then we just create a better environment for everybody in our community. So like what Cam did, in my opinion, needs to be spoken about too, because we should take that route. And I did see people not taking that route. There's 500 comments on that post. 499 of them on the other side.
Crazy. Yeah, just going crazy. Yeah.
I do agree that sometimes you got to deal with your consequences, but at the same time, let's think further than just a reaction. As people, let's think further, like what comes after that, what comes after the ridicule, what comes after the the humiliation, and we go from there. Well, how do y'all feel about, oh sorry Lance, what you got?
I was gonna say, what would Fiji do if you're thinking about like rushing to judge or to like rush into anger and like calling somebody out?
I mean,
on this.
Know.
Yeah, I don't know what Fiji would do. Maybe Fiji was.
No, we do know what Fiji would do.
hey, you never know. Fiji probably would be like, F that guy. Like,
hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't know.
I fucks with you, DC Cam. I'll fuck with you.
I know.
You know what I mean?
We don't know. We don't know. Well, I also want to speak to the fact that I hate when people feel like you can't mourn people that you never met. Like I hate that idea. I hate that idea so much.
Mhm.
And for it to come from an artist who has made music and has probably touched a lot of people that they've never met before,
Mhm.
you would think
Oh,
that type of person would understand the connection. And also another thing, I feel like every artist has gravitated towards music and making music because of what music did for them in their upbringing.
Right.
For me personally, I've always spoken on this, but like music was there when I didn't think anybody else was there. And it was a really, tumultuous times when I was young, and I'm stumbling upon all of this music that's speaking on these taboo topics that nobody in real life wanted to talk about. Nobody wanted to talk about depression. Nobody wanted to talk about anxiety. Nobody wanted to talk about being alone. Nobody wanted to talk about being a loser. And I'm just sitting there in my feelings, stewing and not understanding why I feel this way or not understanding how to get out of this rut. And then I found music. I found certain music that wasn't just poppy, that wasn't just Ja Rule singing and dancing and having a good time and getting girls, but it was like real music about life and about reality and about the harshness that comes with this life that we live in. And then I grew up, I started making music out of that agony and out of that depression and out of that sadness and anger. And then I got messages from people saying the same way that I used to feel about Joe Budden, about Kanye West, about Charles Hamilton, about all these people. And that full circle moment comes around. So for an artist to come out and say this and say, y'all didn't even know him, why would y'all mourn? Bruh, like it just I don't
Your
know how.
listeners didn't even know you, bro, but they loved your music. So what? You don't want them to fucking talk about you when you go?
That's what I'm like. I don't understand like where that frame of mind comes from. As an artist,
Yeah.
like you not if you a regular person, if you a 9 to 5 or you out there doing construction or you out there laying brick or you out there just in the cubicle all day, I can see that ignorance come out. I can see people not understanding the connection that music makes on to you.
Just art, creativity, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like I can see that. But if you are an artist, if you are somebody who cultivates music in a way to where you want people to connect, if you're somebody who pours, your soul into these beats and writes these lines of poetry that really, reflect your soul, if you that kind of artist, this should be the last type of feelings that you should feel. And so that really disappointed me in that sense. Like no artist should feel this way. We should all be on the same accord. How do y'all feel though? Because like Marcus, I know you're an artist, but Lance is kind of you a rapper too, but like how do y'all feel about mourning people that you've never met?
I mean, legacy has always been a big thing for me, right? When it comes to like artistry and music, like I've always said, especially when I was younger, that when I die, I want narcissistic as fuck much, but when I die, I would want a lot of people to know who I was and stuff and all this stuff. Like yeah, so I've never. Nah, bro. Like I felt emotions when, like Lance said, Kobe died. What?
This is not about you. I'm laughing at myself. Sorry. I don't
Oh,
want
yeah,
you to get
that's what
you
I'm saying.
I don't want you to get mad. I'm laughing at something very serious. But I'm gonna talk about it after.
Please talk about it. It's like fuck. Now I want to know.
You
Now I
will
want to
know
know.
after, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's legacy. I don't balk at that idea, bro. I mean, I like Lance said, Kobe died, and I felt emotions then too. Nipsey dies, I felt emotion at that. It's like, yeah, I don't know them, they don't know me, but it's like, bro, what they did had an impact on my life. You know what I'm saying? In some kind of way, I feel like that's deserving of a tear or some commemoration. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, that was the whole point. And if we're talking artists specifically, it's like, I mean, what else is the point besides generational wealth for your family or fame or fortune, whatever it is? I would assume and hope that it would be to leave behind a legacy. You know what I'm saying? That not only reflects on you as an artist, but you as a person, your family, your people's like what you do and what you did. So no, I'm not against the idea. It's cool. I'm cool with it.
What a narcissistic, egotistical.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wait, who?
Exactly.
Who?
Me.
No,
He's talking
like
about me.
the
Yeah, in general.
legacy, leaving
Oh,
the
oh.
legacy behind. But
Yeah.
I think that same thing. Like, what are you doing anything for if it's not to build on your family or your personal legacy and stuff like that? But then also hearing that, I'm like, is the statue the point, or
Yeah,
what,
I don't want
or
any
is
of
what I
that.
think Fiji did throughout his life and freaking help people up, whether that's money, songs, verses, collaborations. It always felt like Fiji was always pulling somebody up,
Yeah.
helping somebody else. So I feel like I'm making a life change based on how I think Fiji lived. And it's not so much about legacy anymore, although that definitely is here, right? That's definitely how you become attached to someone you've never met.
Sure.
But I feel like it was like daily works. Like he was like kind of like Shaq in that, like, every day he's going to do something that helps somebody out. Let's pay for somebody's shoes, pay for some mom's groceries or stuff. He says anytime he goes out, he wants to do, one thing positive. I feel like Fiji had that same mindset, or if not that mindset, was just like living that life where it was just so positive and helpful, that everyone felt so connected to him. And then you add on top the longevity, so many different generations. This is the tie. This is the bond that brings a lot of them together from the 90s to 2000s, 2020s. Everybody knows Fiji songs. Everybody has, danced together, partied together, rode together to some Fiji songs. So, and on top of that, just the shock of the suddenness of losing someone you did not think was supposed to be gone at any time. I thought Kobe was going to be here until 2050, right? To build
Oh yeah.
Russell, like an old ass, I could still beat
Definitely.
any of y'all asses, right? Something like that.
Mhm.
So to lose someone you didn't think was going to be gone is like another layer of that grief, emotion, sadness, mourning someone, yeah, you've never shook hands with, or some of us didn't get to take a picture with, but someone you felt so connected to because you sung along together to his
Yeah.
songs all the time. So I mean, I definitely disagree with what that artist was saying, but didn't really put too much stock in it. It felt like a viral kind of, like you said, going against the grain. There's a huge wave. Let me surf it the other way, try to get some views or whatever. So,
Mhm.
yeah, extend grace. I like that.
Mhm.
This is unrelated, but when Marcus was talking about legacy and wanting people to remember you and things like that,
Mhm.
it reminded me. It reminded me of a time where when I as as a young adult, I thought about death a lot, and I always I keep that in the back of my head. And
Sad boy.
still to this day,
Sad.
still to
Mhm.
this day, the idea of legacy, the idea of living past life
Yeah.
is big for me. Um, and I just remember, I don't know if I was watching The Office or I was watching something, and I was just like, what would it be like if I were to like document like things in my life, like Tuesdays with Maury, where he basically wrote books and wrote like had videos and voice recordings of like his life lessons, like things in his life, and documenting
Bro.
different things. And I thought about it when I was of years ago. I thought about like whatever, and like in my head, when I just pictured me setting up a camera and talking into the camera to people, to address people for after I died, I could not bring myself to do it. And I hate myself for it, because this actually ties back into the thing we talked about last time, where it's like I hate that I'm too cool for things, because I
Mhm.
wish I could do it. That's one of the things. If I stop being too cool, that's one of the things that I wish I could do, is to like talk to my loved ones and the people after I'm gone, to make it. But like, when in my head it sounds cool, on paper it sounds great, but like in actuality, when I think about it, bro, like I can't stop laughing, and I'm just like, who the hell do you think you are, bro? Like, like,
Let's
like
hold
nobody,
on.
you
Let's
know,
explore
hey,
that. Wait,
hey,
let's dive into
hey, you know how
that.
bad, do you know how bad I would be if I made like a 50 or 50 clips, right? Too many clips, 50 clips of like different parts of my life where I'm like, this is important to me, or this is something that I learned. This is
This
something
is
I wish
garbage. It's throwing out.
No,
It just starts
no,
deleting
but
everything.
imagine if I make that and then I pass and I'm a ghost or I'm a spirit and I'm
Okay,
upstairs.
what the
And
fuck is going on?
Watch, just listen. Imagine if I make these clips and I have all the intent in the world, like this is going to live through at least through my family members. Maybe not the world, but at least through my family members. Maybe YouTube, I don't know. But I'm a spirit up there and I'm looking down and I'm like, oh. And they take the box with the clips in it and just throw it in the yard sale.
Oh my dude. Yo.
Hey, 25 cents for the box. 25 cents.
Box.
We'll take 15 cents if you want. And it's just like, and then these people find it. And they're like, who is this fat old man trying to talk about the time where his ice cream melted too fast? And he learned that sometimes in life you gotta go for it, you can't wait.
Yeah.
This is how my brain works, y'all. This is how much I hate myself. This is like
Yeah.
all of that music.
Come right here in the mud with us. Hate yourself along with us.
You talk about the mud. I am the darkness. I am the mud. I am the mud, Marcus.
I am the mud.
You trying to welcome me to my house.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's why I laughed while you was talking, because you said legacy and living past, and I just started laughing because I'm like, who the hell did I think I was trying to make a vlog about a posthumous vlog? Get the hell out of here.
I mean, if we're talking that specifically, man, I mean, why not go for it, bro? We're already cringing enough. I'm cringing at every reel I put out there. I'm still putting it out there though. I cringe at all. I'm not too cool for that. Just do it.
Yeah, this is not the Too Cool Club.
Yeah, you know, the Too Cool Club.
I guess I'm in the wrong club. I guess I'm in the wrong club. I know
Sepha's just too cool. Hi, my name's Sepha M, and I'm too cool.
Yeah, man.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Make me
one.
Man.
I
don't. If
you
made me one, I would cry so much and then laugh and then throw it out.
Hey, you know what's funny? Can I just make a joke right now? Don't take it serious.
Hurry up.
Marcus think you gonna live longer than me. You better make one for me, brother.
Hey, I'll take it. Hey, I got my doctor's prescription. I will live longer, bro.
Hey,
you want to bet on that?
Hey, watch us die at the same time.
Yeah. Who was first? Who was second?
Trivia
showdown number 10.
This will be another trivia match.
Yeah. Who's gonna die first, Marcus or Sepha?
I'll be on my deathbed giving myself CPR.
Hey, Lance.
I'll be looking over. Is he still alive?
I'm gonna fake him out.
I'm gonna play there.
Yeah. Hey,
he's gone.
He's gone.
Just say, hey, I'm gonna fake him out right before you flatline.
End up dying.
He gonna fake himself out. Marcus,
and I'm just like waiting for the comeback.
Yo, Marcus with the utmost confidence, with just like not even a thought in his head. Yo, you should make me one of those videos.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll make you one. You make me one. I'll make you one. And let's make one for both of us. Yeah.
Oh, dude. I'm sitting there like, he really think he gonna outlast me in this game we call life.
Yo, knock it off, bro. Knock it off.
Oh, can I get 4 double cheeseburgers, 3 Big Macs, 2 double doubles, and a McChicken to go? Yo,
hey, man, take the steps.
I don't think anybody can do a grief pod like us, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So don't think narcissist.
Oh, narcissist. Just God, bro. Hey, just blur my face out the rest of the video.
Oh my god. Oh, hello, narcissist.
Oh, hello, narcissist. I'm right here. Yes. Look, man, what else we got, man? Huh?
No, I think that's a great way to end this because, yeah,
I do too. Look, man, again, Thank y'all for watching, man. If y'all made it to the end, we appreciate y'all.
Mhm.
Okay. Again, rest in peace to George Fiji Veikoso, man. All of that. What y'all got?
Rest in peace, man, to the legend, the greatest of all time, the voice of our people for so many generations and so many more to come. The legacy will live on every time we play your music. Every time we talk about you, every time we think about you. And so, this is a big loss for our community, for our people. I kept reiterating this to my coworkers, like, y'all may not know, but this one hit deep for every Pacific Islander out there. And so, with that being said, man, rest in peace. Much love to you on your journey to the next life. And yeah, that's it. How about you, Lance?
Um, yeah, still in shock. Grateful to have this time with you guys to be able to talk through some of it and feel a little bit better. Uh, but if we could, this is from the Polynesian Music Post and the way they closed it out when they did the announcement. Uh, Fiji inspired artists across the world. He opened doors and set a standard for what it meant to be timeless, soulful, and real. His presence was larger than life, but his spirit was always grounded in love, truth, and connection. Thank you, Fiji, for your gift, for your music, your heart, and your legacy. You gave us so much, and we will carry it with us forever. Rest in love to the GOAT, George Fiji Veikoso. Your song will never end.
Yeah. Damn right.
Yeah. I think that's good, man. Take us out, brother.
This has been the TPN Emergency Pod, man. Go far. Bye.
Yeah, fire.
Bye.